Many Americans have been wondering about what really went on in the Troy Davis case. Was it truth? What was the media really feeding us? Well, I decided to dig deeper to find out what really happened.
Down in old Savannah, shots rang through the night. A man, his last pistol whipped in the corner. A cop crumbles in a streaking light. Jump in your Josephine, where are you gonna turn? The system has done failed you, and it'll fail the next hang burn. Well, I'm asking, is a true day in court after 19 years on the death row bed? 7 or 9 say they gave false witness at the time, but the judge, he still want me dead. 'Cause there was no physical weapon, no murder evidence, no appeal, no clemency. The judge said, well, and I was only fit for killing, unworthy to believe in God or him in me. Oh, and a pardons and paroles, no one ever seems to know. It's just a black hole of expediency. But I'm about to be killed by the state of Georgia, and it don't sound good to me.
Hi, I'm here with Samia Kirk, and we're going to talk about the Troy Davis case. So, Samia, how did you find out about the case?
Well, I found out about it when I started seeing the media coverage on CNN and the local news channels. I didn't know that it had been going on for some time until, with the added coverage that you would see it all the time on CNN. You start hearing about it on campus, seeing flyers, starting to protest. A lot of the students from, I think, the JISPA organization on campus were starting to post flyers around to motivate students to actually delve into it, find out about what was going on, and to actually come out and protest. So that was probably my first kind of inkling about Troy Davis, because before that I had never heard of him.
What influence do you think TV, social networks, and the radio had on the case?
I think a huge impact. I think that they obviously got people to talk about the issue. They obviously got people to come out about the issue and protest on it. But then one of the things that I saw that was conflicting is I wondered, why is it that the media is focusing on this now when he's been up for execution many times? I felt like that was a contradiction. Like, the media stepped in and started finally telling his story, but it was basically like too little too late. So that was pretty much my opinion of it. I felt like the media played a huge role, and I wondered, what if the media had stepped in, let's say 2 years ago, 3 years ago, what would have been the outcome of their assistance in promoting it to everyone?
What influence do you think the social media had on the case?
I feel like the social media had a huge impact on getting the word out about the Troy Davis case. I think a lot of people were like me. They had never heard of it before. They didn't really have an idea about how long he had been in prison, what was the background of how he ended up in prison, and then the fact that the case kept getting, he kept being up for execution, then they kept going back and saying like, oh wait, we're not going to execute him, over and over again. He got numerous days of execution. And I think social media kind of brought everyone's attention to the fact that he might not be guilty, because why every single time that it was time for him to get executed, why was that canceled? And I think once people started thinking about that, it started getting people involved with the actual movement, like actually going out and saying, hey, we're bringing up these issues, and now it's time for us to start bringing up these issues to our fellow students, our fellow individuals at work, so that they can know what's going on with this guy. I think that social media stepped in too late, is my opinion. I think that they could have stepped in a lot sooner, and the impact could have been felt way outside of the realm that it was. I mean, I think gathering in the park, maybe, I think it was a day before he was to be executed, is not enough. I think social media should have stepped in 2-3 years ago to start asking those questions. It would have motivated people, it would have gotten more people involved with the movement, and it wouldn't have been a last minute, hey, everybody put it on your Facebook, put it on your Twitter. I saw a bunch of people doing that, but it was like too little too late. And I actually asked that question to someone. I said, what would have happened had we put this on social media 2 years ago? You know, he might have saved his life. I mean, so I think social media had a huge impact on it. I think it would have been even more relevant had it been earlier. I think that was the problem.
And that concludes the segment of the Vanessa Show.